I think yes, I have 3 check marks. I am live. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. We are right in central Canada is where we are. And today is the 13th of March, and it's a chilly day. It's -2 Celsius here. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think it's like 30 or or something. I can't remember. I don't remember. We used to be Fahrenheit, but now we're Celsius. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Connie. I'm excited that you're here. I'm super excited about this technique that we're going to be doing today. Um, and so let me just chat you up a little bit here. The March tutorial bundle is out and ready for you. There are 34 projects in here from Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from around the world. And so if you place a $65 order with me during the month of March, I will send you the March tutorial. If you are unable to place an order, if you're not in Canada or you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you do work with, and please do, but you are interested in this bundle, $25, send me an electronic transfer. Let me know that it's for the March 2024, and then I'll know that that's the one that you are interested in. Let's talk cardstock for a minute here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so big kerfluffle here. A lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators kind of went ballistic because they do use a lot of the, what is it called? Not heavy duty, but the thick, thanks, that's the word I'm looking for, the thick cardstock. I personally don't use it. It's a great product. I just never got in the habit of using it. Anyway, there were enough Stampin' Up! Demonstrators out there that kind of cried out, and Stampin' Up! Listened, and so they are not retiring it. Now, going forward, the whole basic white, very vanilla, that's all changing. They are not selling it in a 40 pack anymore. They're selling it in a 24 pack. And the price for it, oh my goodness, I didn't write this down. Ooh, help me out here. I believe it's 20. So that is a substantial price jump. Now, here's part of the reason for it. First of all, Stampin' Up, they were talking a couple of years ago about upping the price of cardstock, and they never did. There have been a lot of mill closures. They have had to look around for other mills that would produce their paper. It's very exclusive. It's a beautiful paper. You're not going to get cardstock anywhere like you can get from Stampin' Up! And I'm not just saying that. I truly do believe that. It's just quality, quality. So there have been a lot of mill closures. There have been a lot of mills that have incorporated with other mills, and part of the reason is paper packing, uh, paper period, just isn't as popular as it used to be. We don't, uh, we don't print newspapers anymore, et cetera, et cetera. So our cardstock is a real niche market. Okay. Now, the mill that Stampin' Up! Works with did up their prices substantially. We did not, but now we have. So we have kind of caught up with that. So that's the whole reasoning behind that. And I know it's hard, and I know it seems like it's not fair, but that's the why. So it's not a crazy cash grab on Stampin' Up's part. They just needed to kind of stay um, in with what their mills were charging them. And so, and yes, of course, they do make money as well. We all need that margin, right? So that's kind of like a quick little synoptic on the why for that. But I want you to keep in mind, okay, that is just for me. I want you to keep in mind that going forward, and when does this start? I didn't write it down. I believe it is April. I think it's April 14th. And going forward, you will receive a 10% discount on every single order that you place. Okay. The host codes are gone, but you will receive a discount on every single order. So that's kind of the upside of it all. So anyway, um, yeah. And if you do have any questions or you need to chat this through with me further, please do so. So Darlene, thank you for sharing. I've got your name down. I've got Cheryl, Judy, Debbie, and Darlene. So thank you for sharing. I received this really sweet card from my friend Monica from Australia. I have not met her personally, but we do chat a little bit, or we see each other on other people's videos. Anyway, what a sweet, sweet card. So, Monica, thank you so much that you would take the time to send that to me. My birthday is not today. It was not yesterday when I posted this. My birthday is March the 30th. So I am still 66. I get to be 66 for a couple of more weeks, and then I get to be 67. Every birthday is a gift. That's just the way I look at it. Let's get on to today's card, okay? But I have some work for you girls to do. Look at these colors. Pretty bright, right? But this is going to all come together with this really cute sketch that I followed, and it is on my blog post that's going to be going live when I am finished doing this live here today. Connie, thank you for sharing. So I have a question for you. I have three of you here. So hopefully there's going to be a tiebreaker. Am I creating the card? And I'm not going to show you. Am I creating the card using Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, or Daffodil Delight? Let me know what color of cardstock that you want. Darlene, I know, right? Like, I don't know if you feel the same way about me, about birthdays. Um, they are a gift. So, Balmy Blue was the first shout out. Okay, we can do that in Balmy Blue unless somebody else jumps in, and then we're going to need a tiebreaker. But if we are doing the Balmy Blue, we have some of those elements ready to go. Me too, Balmy Blue. Great, let's do it. Let's do it. Um, we're pulling out some Stampin' Blends. Some of these are retiring. Some of them are the in colors. I need, ta-ta-da, a piece of scrap paper. Oh, and you know what? Something else that I am going to be doing. So there are still host codes, okay? So MGXDY43G is, let me pull this up right here. This is my current host code, okay? If you want a full card kit of the card that I'm creating today. So everything is going to be done for you. And I'll explain that as we go, if my brain lets me remember. Everything will be done except for the stamping. And there is minimal stamping in this particular card. So all you would do is you would place a $50 merchandise order with me before the 19th of March, which is Wednesday, so that I'm ready for my live for next week. And I will send you a full card kit of what we're doing today. And this is the host code that you're going to use, okay? Now, or it's right down here on my screen. When host codes are done come mid-April, I'm still going to be doing this. And you would just place your order. You would designate me as your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I will send you a complete kit for the card that we create during the live. Let's get to it. So we've got our card base, and this is Balmy Blue, and that measures 8.5 by 4 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm going to grab a piece of vellum, and this will be included in your card kit, and it'll be totally decorated, okay? It's going to be ready for you. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Blends. This will not work with Stampin' Write markers, okay? Stampin' Write markers are water-based. These are alcohol-based, and that's what you want. So we're going to grab our brush tip, and I am just going to scribble. And I am just going to randomly scribble, and I am not worried about where I go. I'm just more worried that I am not all over my desk. Let's just fill that in a little because this is such a yummy color. So this is Petunia Pop, okay? Sorry to see you go. This is, let's stay with the darker. This is Dark Azure Afternoon. And doesn't that just look like a hot mess? Because it is. Let's just fill this in with some Azure Afternoon. I think you probably know where I'm going with this, but I want to know, have you ever done this technique? I'm trying not to go over my my Petunia Pop, but it really doesn't matter if I do. That's good for now. You know what? Let's add just a little more, just because we are doing a blue card base. This is Dark Summer Splash. And again, brush tip. It's kind of like a blue-green, and I am just kind of filling in that white area. And I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here right now, girls, other than filling in some white. And we need a little bit here. And I like that. Let's put in some dark peach pie. And I haven't had lunch yet, and that just sounds yummy. Darlene, welcome home. Nice to see your name pop up. Do I want to? Yeah, let's just fill that in. I should have actually pasted this down so it doesn't move, because sometimes it's hard to see where I've gone when I'm seeing the shadow come up from underneath. And then let's grab, I don't know if I want dark shaded spruce. What do I want? What other color would I want? Oh, you know what? I don't have any greens in here. Let's grab dark Granny Apple Green. Okay, and now I am going to look for all my empty white spaces. I love this technique. I have never taught it in a class, only because, and this sounds really terrible, but I don't want my Stampin' Blends getting wrecked. I've taught several classes with stamping blends, and they just become a real mess. We're going to put some of this Granny Apple Green here, and I am going to pull in my azure into this empty space. That sounded really bad, didn't it? But it's the truth. I love white rock. So here are the colors that we use. Now I'm going to grab, where did I put it? I'm going to grab this little empty container, and in there I've got some, I don't know how to say that word, isopropyl. It's rubbing alcohol, and this is 99%, okay? You can only get that behind the counter, and I've got a little bit in that little tub, and I want to grab just a little paper towel because I want to clean my brush in between. I want a cleaner piece of scrap. I want you to see this come to life, okay? So let's get in camera. So I will send this to you as part of that kit, okay? So my brush tip is clean, and I am just going to dab on all of my berry burst first. So I'm just picking up some of the rubbing alcohol from this container, and I'm just kind of dotting it onto, where's my, oh, and I've got it over there. Okay, and now I've got that berry burst on my brush. I don't have anything in the barrel, but I did mark that I use this for rubbing alcohol. Then let's grab some more and let's work on our balmy blue area. I don't want to just paint over it because then this does become very muddy, but I'm okay if the colors kind of do what's happening right here, okay? But you do want to get this wet with rubbing alcohol. And sometimes your vellum will curl up, and that's okay. We can lay that flat. I think I got all my blue, and I did. Okay, let's clean that. And no card. Painters are being discontinued. Yes, they are, Connie. I don't know if they're sold out yet, but painters are being discontinued. Let's put a little bit on our, what was this color? Dark Summer Splash. And then let's just put a little bit on our green, our Granny Apple Green. Now, another thing that we can do is you can pick up some alcohol and you can dot that on and see what happens. Like no No sheet will ever look the same. And then sometimes you realize that you've got an area that you have not covered. I love this technique. Love, love, love. So here we go. Now we can leave it like that and let it dry, or we can dab it with our paper towel and just pick up the excess. Okay. And we can, and here's some of the excess that popped on there. We can let that dry, or we can grab our heat tool and dry that. But I'm going to just put this aside. And what I did with this was I then grabbed my beautiful butterflies and these two little guys under here. Let's just pull that out. Be so much easier. These two little guys and their bodies I cut. So these butterflies I cut using the vellum, okay? And these bodies I cut using the color of cardstock that coordinated with the card, okay? So let's just set that aside. I'm going to set this aside. This would become part of your kit. So far, this is what your kit would be. The other part of your kit would be 5 butterflies and 5 bodies for you to build. And this is just an add-on extra for you to do what you want with, okay? So let's grab 5 of these bodies. So 1, 2, and I've got a whole little bucket, okay? 3, 4, and 5. So there's our 5 little bodies, or wings. I guess those are wings. And yes, it definitely looks like stained glass. And you can use any color that you want. I'm going to pop out all of the other little bits that didn't come out. So see how this is super fine, because that's the vellum, okay? And I just want to make sure that all the little pieces are out, and I'm just letting them drop on there on purpose, okay? So now let's get this out of the way. And now I want my, which I don't, there it is. I want my silicone mat. There is a right side and a wrong side. I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera. Kind of, sort of. This is the right side, okay? So I want right side facing up. And I also cut all of the little body parts, okay? So depending on what color of cardstock that you want for your card, these, along with the 5 butterflies, will also be included in your kit. They won't be put together. You get to do that so that you can say you created the card. Let's get these all right side facing down. And I'm going to put a little dot of glue, not on the head, but on the thorax part. Edmonton, Kathy, what are you doing in Edmonton? I did not know you were a jet setter today. Good for you. So let's pick up our butterfly. And let's put that down. So what I've done is I made sure that the head was just on the other side of the wings. Okay, so there's one done, one and done. So a lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are gone to on stage, and I didn't go this year. I'm wishing I would have. I think I'm going to go next year for sure, because I am definitely suffering FOMO. There's so many people out there that I know. Whoopsie. I keep opening up. There we go. So we're just putting that down. I know it did, but you know what, Connie? I didn't even try. Next year I will. I think people were just super excited to get out or something. And one more. So depending on what color of kit you want, as a thank you for placing a $50 order with me, 5 of these with 5 of their bodies will also be included in your kit. So we've got our card base. Then we're going to grab, oh, where did it go? There it is. This is from the beautiful Boken 6x6 design paper, okay? And this is the balmy blue one. Now I'm going to place that here, but before I put this down, because I followed, pardon me, I followed a sketch, and part of the sketch had lines going down this side. So I grabbed the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder, and I placed that down just part way. So this has already been die cut, and I used the larger. This is my new favorite die cut set. This is called the Texture Notes dies, and it's a bundle with this, which is just fabulous for mail cards. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I just want a portion of this, and so I'm just kind of lining up this cut mark with the edge of the corrugated, and that's going to go in this way. Here's my spine part. I'm always very careful which way I put my embossing folders into my cut and emboss machine. So I need my number 1 platform and my number 4, and I am just going to, let's see here. Yep, I am going to wheel that through all the way. I'm not backing up. Sorry for the clunk. Because if you go back and forth on your embossing folders, you're going to wreck your spine on your embossing folders, okay? So only go one way, and that is fold side in first. So there's that decorative edge, okay? And we can just go ahead and put that right down on our card. Yeah, that'd be fun, Connie. I'm not one to share a room. I like my own room. But it's definitely something that we could look into. Okay, that is going to go down on here like so. And then our 5 butterflies are sitting here waiting to be put on. But what we're going to do is, this is still a little wet. Can I do this? Let's dry it. Let's dry it. Okay, so now you would receive a full, let's call it stained glass piece of vellum, and this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You will receive a full one of that, but you will also receive, so on the sketch that I followed, there was an area right here, and I thought, you know what, how fun to just cut a piece of the vellum. So this piece of cut vellum would also be in your kit. Is that going to fit in my mini? Not quite. Let's pull this out again. And I didn't want to do this part ahead because I wanted you to see that you're going to receive a full stained glass portion, but you will also receive a piece of cut. Okay, I'm going to just tape that down so it doesn't scoot anywhere. And I need to get my other clear. I put it away. Sorry about that. I put my other clear plate away thinking I didn't need it. Kathy, what are you doing in Edmonton? Is this business or pleasure? Or am I allowed to ask? Do not answer. Do not answer if that is too much information. Let's put that away. We are done with that. Okay. So you would receive a full sheet, not cut. You would also receive this so that you can put that down on your card. Okay. Let's just tuck that away. And I'm going to put a strip of Stampin' Seal on the back of this little guy. I'm losing my voice. And I'm going to pop that on right about here. Isn't that so pretty? Kathy, thank you for sharing. And I have your card. I think you won last time. There you go. How fun. How is Warren doing? Let's get our sentiment happening here, ladies. We can do a sentiment from here. We can also do a sentiment from here. This is the one that I used on my prototype, which I will show you in a minute. And we're actually going to emboss that with white embossing, just so that it pops a little bit more. And these butterflies, I know, doesn't it show it off, Dar? These are going to come all down the side. So all of these pieces are going to be included in your kit if you place a $50 order with me before the 19th of March. And if you use the host code that's at the bottom. Much better. Thanks for asking. That's so good. Oh, I'm so thankful to hear that. So what are we doing with this? You are seriously the best. We could make it into a thank you card. We could make it into an appreciation card. We can make it into a birthday card, even time to celebrate. And I would, and I will be cutting it with one of, depending on where it fits, one of my new favorite dies, textured. Love it. Look at all the texture in these dies. So here is kind of a photocopy that I did of it. Let's tuck that aside. And if I don't get a call out for what sentiment, I'm just going to pick one myself. I'll wait one more moment just because of that 30-second delay. Oh, I put that there for a reason. Isn't that pretty? And actually, you know what? You can't see Kathy's chats. I don't know why. Happy birthday, says Connie. Let's do it. Happy birthday. Okay. We need our white embossing powder. We need our Versamark. And when I cut this panel here, here are the other ones, okay? I just put the whole thing through my cut and emboss machine. And so with this, that's kind of my scrap. Debbie, hello, welcome here. Long time no see. Okay, so these little dudes here are going to go on there, but I want my sentiment down first, just so that I know where I'm going, okay? Do you love the stamp? I do love this, if that's what you're asking. But we're going to use, I'm not sure if I know exactly what you mean. My friend, happy birthday. Yeah, I know that Kathy is on YouTube, but I don't know why you're not seeing her comments. That is strange, isn't it? So we're going to stamp that. Let's see if that's going to work. And I want to see, oh, that's going to be so perfect. Okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do here. Let's pick up the happy birthday. Let's grab our embossing buddy. So you would also get, like I will, well, actually, you know what? Just so that, because I don't know what sentiment you would stamp. And so when I give away card kits, when people place an order and I can't do the stamping, I'll throw the scrap in too, so that you can do your own thing. Okay. So we've got our embossing buddy on there. Let's grab our happy birthday. No, the other set. The textured notes, Kathy, this one. I love it. Oh, I was supposed to do something before that went down. Well, maybe I can still do it. Happy birthday. There it is. And then let's get some white embossing powder on that. Let's just cut that off. I do like it. I think it's great for masculine cards. So there's our happy birthday. and I'll play with it. Like, I think these images here are great for masculine cards. Haven't done it yet, but I will. Okay, let's get this heat set. My heat tool usually reaches where I am here so that you can watch this melt, but I'm tangled around my stool. So I have to do it from here. Oh, yeah, I hear you. But Kathy, I'll fussy cut them for you. You know I will. I think I'm mostly melted here. Mostly. Okay, that's done. So this scrap would be part of your kit. I cannot stamp. I'm not allowed to stamp. Okay, let's get our little mini. So Debbie, I can't remember exactly. It's in the upper right corner of this box. There's it. Oh, Debbie, you are brilliant. There you go. Thank you for letting everybody know. So my sandwich is going to be my number 1, my number 2, and then my number 4. Okay. So let's put that down. We're going to put our happy birthday. I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to do it this way. Let me get this down first. So my die is way longer than my sentiment. So I'm going to lay it down like that. Okay. So I'm going to have all this extra on here, but my butterfly is going to cover part of that. And then when I put that down on my platform, I'm putting it down crooked, okay? Just so that I'm not going in on a straight line, and that helps that whole clunk thing to not happen. Do not move. I hope my tape held, because sometimes I put my tape down, but I don't press it. And then it moves. No, I think we're perfect. Okay. So here we've got that decorative edge right there. Okay. Now there is one more little thing that I wanted to do on here, and I forgot. On my original card, I stamped this leaf on here, and then I also stamped it on the vellum. Okay, so why don't we just go ahead and do it like that? Okay, now this part I'm not able to do if you place that order. So with me, Debbie, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I think I had mentioned this before you came on. If you, and that's what this is all about here, if you place a $50 order with me before the, where is it? Before the 19th of March, and you use this host code, I will gift you as a thank you this entire kit. You would put it together. So you would get the card base, you would get this die cut, you would get this embossed, you would get this die cut, but you would also get, where did I put it? You would also get the full sheet of, there it is. So you would also get this full sheet, not cut away, all the butterflies, all the little bodies, and then the rest of the scrap for you to do your own sentiment. Okay, so now that we have a balmy blue card base, let's grab our balmy blue. I hope I don't wreck it by doing this. Debbie, that's fabulous that you figured that out. So you changed your feed. How did you do that? In the upper right corner of this box, click on it and select all messages. Okay, good for you. That is awesome. So you want to make sure, see how that's not inked? There you go. You want to make sure that you are nicely inked. And I'm going to grab some of the vellum and some of this, okay? And just go straight down with that. Hi, Lady Godiva's. Kathy, you're hilarious. Okay, so that worked-ish. There's a little bit missing here, but that's the division between the cardstock or the design paper and the vellum, but I still like it. And we can very easily mask that. Let's put our happy birthday down. I'm going to cut some of this tail off at the end. The butterfly is going to cover it. Okay, we're going to put dimensionals on there. I always put dimensionals on my sentiment. Always, always. And I think I have some of these pre-cut, but I need a few more. I am so excited for my class on Saturday. My soups are ready to go. We've got on the menu, we have homemade chicken soup and homemade fagioli, as well as cheese and crackers, pickles, antipasto, buns, and dessert. I have not figured out what I'm doing for dessert yet. I want my sentiment to kind of hover over here, and let's put it down right there. Let's get our butterflies down. So we're going to put them all upside down. Now you can use a glue dot, or you can use a really skinny dimensional. And let's see if I can get these nicely minied for us. I wonder who is winning today's card. Kathy, I think I've got you down for Saturday. I think I do. Maybe you're not going to be here. So I am just lining these skinny dimensionals right across the body of these butterflies, like so. And then we can remove them. Let's make sure that, Debbie, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. We can bend these wings up a little bit if we want. So I've got this butterfly kind of going that way. So I know I want the next one going kind of in an opposite direction. And if I place this one more here, I don't know if you can see where it didn't stamp. So if I place it more here, that's going to take away your eye from going there where it didn't stamp. Okay, so I'm just going to continue rotating these butterflies, and I want that there as well to kind of hide how it didn't stamp there. And these two little dudes are just going to be like best friends down at the bottom here. Isn't this such a sweet happy birthday card? Let's get our gems on there. We're going to use these guys. And let's grab, I think I'm liking these darker purple. And so we've got a little bit of empty space here. So let's put 2 of them there. And then this larger guy right up here. Okay, so there is your sweet, and it started with this. They could be dudettes. Okay. Yeah, you probably did, Kathy. My 66-year-old brain doesn't let me remember. So here is this card in Balmy Blue. Here is the same card layout in, I'm having a brain freeze, Fresh Freesia. Okay. So if anybody is interested in a full card kit without the stamping, place a $50 order with me before March 19th. I will get your kit together according to the color that you want. So we've got Balmy Blue, we've got Fresh Freesia, we have Calypso Coral, Brain Freeze, Calypso Coral, I know I'm not going to remember it, Berry Burst, and Daffodil Delight. Okay, so just depending on the card that you want. Now, let's see who is going to win either of these cards today. If I call out your, or if I do not call out your name and you shared, please let me know. Cheryl couldn't be here. Judy couldn't be here. Debbie is here. And girls, thank you so much for the conversation that goes back and forth. Dar, it apparently it helps the algorithms. Connie, it also helps the algorithms if you give me a thumbs up, and I would appreciate that. And Kathy. So have I missed anyone? I don't think I have. I think I've got everyone. Oh, and your card kit, if you place that order with me, will also include the gems. Okay, so it's a complete card kit. If you're out of town and you place an order with me, I will ship that to you at my cost. Okay, just a thank you gift for purchasing a card kit. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's move these guys out of the way. Thank you, Debbie. You know what? It was so fun to create. So this is going to be on my blog, okay? Mixing up these names, these beautiful people that hang out with me every Thursday. I'm hoping to go live tomorrow morning. I've got one name. I don't know who it is. Who is the winner? Connie, which card do you want? Do you want the Fresh Freesia or the Balmy Blue? Let me know. I will have that tucked away for you for Saturday. So Connie, you are the winner today. Congratulations. Blue it is, my friend. I will tuck that away for you, and we will see some of you on Saturday at 9 a.m. And the rest of you have a lovely weekend. Kathy, you will be missed. Come to my next BYOP. We'll get that baby book started some more. And have a blessed weekend, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Bye.